Satnam, I'm Yogigems. I'm a Kundalini yoga teacher. Today's Kundalini yoga practice brings a really lovely quality of equanimity and balance to the mind by working on bringing balance and groundedness to our physical body. It's known as the Kundalini yoga Kriya for the fourth body, which corresponds with the neutral mind in Kundalini yoga teachings. And it gives us this really lovely sense of perspective so we can see the bigger picture in every situation. Let's bring our palms together, give them a good vigorous rub, and bring your pram mudra into the heart space. Deep inhale to stretch tall. Keep that length in the spine as you exhale. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale to lift through the heart. And exhale to draw the chin in towards the neck. Let's take a deep inhale to tune in with our mantras. If you're new to the mantras, just listen in for now. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Adgure Name, Jugadgure Name, Satgure Name, Siddhi Gurudeve Name. Adgure Name, Jugadgure Name, Satgure Name, Siddhi Gurudeve Name. Adgure Name, Jugadgure Name, Satgure Name, Siddhi Gurudeve Name. Deep inhale. Hold that breath in as you invite the higher self to guide you through this Kundalini yoga practice, keeping you safe from injury and keeping the space that you're practicing in clear, safe, protected. Exhaling, relaxing the hands down to the knees in Gyan Mudra, index fingers touching thumbs, and just allowing those mantras to settle in the body, in the mind, already anchoring us in that space of neutrality, of presence in preparation for this Kundalini yoga. Good. This Kundalini yoga Kriya for the fourth body begins with a really lovely balancing pranayam, alternate nostril breathing. The left hand remains in Gyan Mudra on the knee. The right thumb blocks the right nostril. I'm mirroring you, and we're inhaling deep through the left nostril. And then we're blocking left nostril with either ring finger or pinky finger, and we're exhaling right. Inhaling right nostril. Switch and exhale left. Inhaling left. Switch, exhale right. Inhale right. Switch, exhale left. Now continue for a few rounds at your own pace, long, slow, deep breath. As we balance left and right hemispheres of the brain. Let's take a deep inhale through that left nostril. Hold that breath in as you relax your hand down to the knee in Gyan Mudra. Now we'll squeeze Mulband. That means you're squeezing anus and sex organs, you're pulling the navel in, and you're feeling, sensing, imagining the energy rising up the central channel of the spine from tailbone to crown. Hold it, squeeze it, elevate it. And exhale, relax and release. Settle the breath, keep the eyes locked up and into that third eye point in the center of the brow. And enjoy this sense of balance, clarity, and equanimity. Good. Now we'll extend our left leg out, the right heel in the groin. We've got our hands on either side of that left knee. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, lead with the heart to fold forward, fold down, bringing hands to knee, to shin, or to the big toe if you can comfortably reach it. Find your comfortable forward bend, chin tucks in, and we'll hold this posture with a long, slow, deep breath. Good. Maintaining your eyes in the center of the brow at that third eye point. And we want to feel this as a really lovely stretch in the hamstring, or what's known as the life nerve in Kundalini Yoga teachings, bringing a real sense of vitality to the body. Let's take a deep inhale here. Hold that breath in as again you activate Mulbandh. You're squeezing the pelvic floor, you're pulling the navel in, you're rising that energy up, and you're maximizing that stretch in the back of the leg. Hold it, squeeze it. And as you exhale, relax and release. Walk the hands back up the leg and we'll shift sides. Right leg comes out, left heel into the groin, hands on either side of the knee. Inhaling to lengthen, exhale. Lead with your heart to fold forward, fold down into your forward bend. Again, you've got your eyes locked up and into the third eye point. And you're directing every inhale into that stretch in the life nerve, bringing vitality into the body. And let's take a deep inhale here. Hold that breath as you squeeze Mulbandh to maximize the stretch. Hold it, squeeze it, and raise the energy up. Exhale, relax and release. Walk the hands back up the leg, and we'll bring the soles of the feet together now. Interlace the fingers, wrap them around the toes. And with a nice long spine, heart lifted, chin tucked in, we'll hold this cobbler's pose with a very light, quick breath of fire. This is our panting breath through the nose, and if it feels too much for your practice today, just slow it down to a long, slow, deep breath. This initial series of asanas or postures, bringing a really lovely sense of groundedness and balance to the pelvic region of the body. And of course, the deeper we can ground through the base of the body and through those lower three chakras, the higher we can rise in our spiritual awakening. You might feel this as a really lovely opening through the hips or a stretch in the inner thighs. That's known as the sex nerve in Kundalini Yoga teachings. And let's take a really nice full deep inhale. Hold that breath in as you pull up through Mulbandh. Pull in with the navel, draw that energy from tailbone to crown, reach it up. And exhale, relax and release. We'll come down onto the back with our knees bent and the soles of the feet to the floor. You want the thighs to be parallel. You want your toes to be slightly pigeon-toed. Hands alongside the hips as we inhale. Raise the hips up. Exhale, bring the hips back down to the earth. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, come back down. Good. We continue bringing balance and alignment to the pelvic region, to those lower three chakras, Muladhara, Svadhisthana, Manipura. And this steady rhythmic movement helping to establish this grounded balance in the lower three chakras. Keep the eyes at third eye point. Let's inhale, lift the hips up. Hold that breath in as you squeeze full bund, push into the floor with the feet, with the arms, with the shoulders, lift. And as you exhale, peel the spine down, vertebra by vertebra, slowly does it. Step the feet a little wider apart, let the knees TP in together. As you just relax for a moment here, enjoying the grounded clarity and balance in body and mind. Good. Now, if you have any blood pressure issues, if you have any neck injuries, or if you're on the first 3 days of your moon cycle, you might want to rest here with your knees in your chest or with your legs up the wall, whatever feels more comfortable and accessible to you. If you're feeling brave and would like to tackle full shoulder stand today, we're going to start with our knees in our chest. We're going to hoist our hips up above our shoulders, bring our hands onto the back to support us. Keep the nose pointing straight up to the toes. As you hold the full weight of the body on the arms, on the shoulders, there's very little pressure on the neck and the head. And we're holding this posture with a long, slow, deep breath. Taking this lovely grounded energy up now into the higher centers. And shoulder stand, releasing pressure on the internal organs. Bringing a nice little squeeze through thyroid and parathyroid. Let's take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, bending the knees and using your hands to support you as the spine rolls back down to the earth, vertebra by vertebra, bringing soles of feet again to the earth, letting the knees fall in towards each other. And take a moment of rest here. Good, now we're going to flip ourselves over to come onto our belly. And we're going to bend the knees, reach out behind, grab onto the ankles, and we're moving up into a bow pose. And we're breathing deep here, really pushing those feet up and back to the top back corner of the room as you arch the spine. Lift the heart, lift the crown of the head, lift the toes. Breathe deep. This bow pose bringing a real strength and balance to the navel point, to Manipura chakra. You can do it. Hold it strong. Keep lifting. Breathing deep into the belly. Let's take a deep inhale. Hold that breath, squeeze and lift up. Exhale, relax and release. We're going to come back into a counter posture in baby pose. Sit on the heels, bringing forehead to the floor, arms alongside the body. And if the forehead doesn't comfortably reach the floor, stack your fists, rest your forehead on your fists. Breathing fully into the belly, and that helps to release some of that tension in the lumbar spine as you swell the lower back with each in-breath. Feel this lovely massage through the breath in the back of the body. Grounding the third eye point to the earth. Let's place our hands underneath our shoulders now. Gently lift ourselves up to come sitting. Now, if you can stay sitting on your heels, that's great. If this feels too much for the knees, the feet, the ankles, come into your comfortable, easy pose. We've got our hands interlaced in our Venus mudra. We're going to inhale, chop the arms up. Exhale, bring them back down. Inhale up, exhale down. That's it. Raise this energy up the spine. Use a powerful chopping motion. Now that we've worked on building grounding through the base of the body, we're taking that energy up into the higher chakras. Let's take a deep inhale, raise the arms up. Hold the breath, squeeze small bond, elevate that energy. And exhale, float hands to knees in Gyan Mudra. Take a moment in this experience of the neutral mind. Good. Now we're really going to establish in these higher centers where we find that neutrality, that space of balance. We're going to bring our hands together, interlace the fingers except for the Jupiter finger, the index fingers, and the thumbs cross over one another to activate the feminine energy. You cross the left thumb over the right. To activate masculine, it's the right thumb over the left. We've got our arms extended straight up and we're working with the mantra Sat Nam. On the Sat, the navel pulls in strongly and you're sending the energy up to the third eye point. On the Nam, the navel relaxes and you're projecting that energy out through the third eye. Sat Nam, 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 Sat Nam. Take a deep inhale. Hold that breath in as you squeeze small bond. Elevate that energy up the spine, up the arms, up to the fingertips and beyond. Expand yourself up and out as far as your consciousness will allow. Hold, squeeze, lift. Exhale, float the hands down to the knees. Take a moment here, feeling this energy established in the higher centers. And now we'll just turn our palms over so we're holding onto our knees, sitting in easy pose if that's easier for you. We're going to inhale, roll the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, roll them back down and around. It doesn't matter which direction you're going in. Inhaling, rolling them up, exhaling, rolling them down. Nice, full, wide shoulder rotations. Big circles. And relaxing the shoulders down, we'll drop the chin to the chest now. We'll gently slide the left ear to the left shoulder on the inhale. Exhale, roll the chin across the chest. Inhale, right ear to right shoulder. Staying with this semicircle if your neck is feeling tender today, or taking it in a full neck rotation if you're feeling a little stronger in the neck. Exhaling, forward and around. Inhaling, back and around. Take it slowly. Let the head be heavy. On the next exhale, when the chin touches the chest, gently changing direction. Being careful with the neck, you can always come back to those semicircles if it feels a little strong in the full neck rotation. Enjoy this lovely stretch in the neck. And allowing your chin to rest on the chest with a nice straight spine, just breathing into the back of the neck, breathing into the top of the back for a moment. And raising the head up once more. Now we'll come to either sitting in our comfortable easy pose or lying flat on the earth, whichever feels more appropriate or comfortable for you to close this Kundalini Yoga Kriya for the fourth body, the neutral mind. Allowing yourself this minute of stillness just to integrate and to enjoy the equanimity that you've developed through this Kundalini Yoga practice. And I will lead us out on the other side. And if you're lying flat on your back in Shavasana, gently stirring yourself, making your way all the way up to come back to sitting, with the spine growing long from the back of the pelvis, heart lifted, the shoulders relaxed, the chin drawn in towards the neck, the eyes locked up and into third eye point. And we'll close this Kundalini Yoga practice with Satnam, truth is my name. Let's bring our palms together and we'll take a deep inhale to chant. Satnam. Bowing chin to chest, offering gratitude to body, mind and breath for bringing you to this Kundalini Yoga Kriya for the fourth body. Sending that gratitude out into your life as far as it will go. And coming back into the room whenever you feel ready. Satnam. I'm Yogigems. I hope you enjoyed this Kundalini Yoga Kriya for the fourth body. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you would like to see more. And if you would like to support me, please pop over to Coffee to buy me a cup of tea there. It would be so very appreciated. And my huge gratitude to those who already do support me on Coffee, on Patreon, on YouTube. Super thanks. So much love and gratitude to each and every one of you. Satnam.